Oh, love the earrings.
Okay.
What I got on? I don't even know what I got on. Girl, what I
They're
got
like a
on?
mix of the fuchsia and a little purple in there.
Oh God, I was supposed to change that. I don't even know
Oh,
what I got on right now. Look, they don't match my outfit. They don't match my
right.
outfit.
Testing, testing. Mm,
Ah, we are so funny
okay.
about that. Oh my God. Oh, I'm like that too. It's like, I was wearing this yesterday.
Sharing
Oh my
screen.
gosh.
I know, right? Especially when I come up in here with my workout outfit on, they be like, "Oh,
I
you just
know.
came from get that
You're
car, huh?"
sweaty. Does it really matter? Because I'm
Mhm.
okay. Oh gosh.
That is too funny. All right, let me get
Let's
logged
see.
in here.
It's saying I have to
It's
re-download the
not showing.
desktop. There's some updates. So.
Yeah, that updated the other day.
Why isn't it showing? Are you all able to see my screen?
Are
It's
we seeing ourselves?
frozen.
Then yes.
You
Mm-hmm.
don't
Mm-hmm.
see my screen? My screen?
I see us.
Wait,
It looked like a
where?
picture. It's not moving or
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Right.
You
It
see
looks like a
us?
screenshot.
Huh? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks
Let
like
me
a
see.
screenshot.
So you don't see it? It doesn't say like. Well,
It
what it?
says you are sharing your screen. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
what it's saying right here too. That's strange. Why isn't it showing you?
But what it is when you go to the computer option, like where I was last week, where I was just on the computer, I wasn't on the Oculus,
Hmm.
you have to switch that because that's what that is. It's showing that you're logged in into the classroom from the there we go. Now your
There we
screen is
are.
showing. There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah. So you were saying, yeah, yeah, that was on top. Okay.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
but but over here, it's still not showing my screen. It's not showing
I see the
my screen. It's only
it
see
says Izzy just left and Izzy just got back.
joined. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my bot. But for
Okay.
some reason, it's not seeing the screen. Huh. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. But let's go ahead and begin. All right. Greetings, everyone. It's
Greetings.
now three
Hello.
o'clock. Let's go ahead and get started. So, how's everyone doing?
All right.
Great.
Doing good.
Okay, so since it's just us today, how about we just start with whatever any of you are working on and see if I can help address any of those issues, or I can just kind of go through some other things related to Divi or something else. What do you think?
I do have one little thing that I've been trying to undo and I can't.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to share your screen?
Sure. Okay. So, basically,
Okay, I'm gonna
okay,
come over
good.
there.
Hi, Shay.
Why is this
Hey,
doing
Shay.
that?
What's up, Shay? I
Hey,
thought Marcus was going to
Shay.
be here today. I thought he said he was going to be here.
Yeah, he did. So down here,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I wanted this to be like a gradient, and I can't get it to do gradient other than this. Like it seems like it's a default color, and but then I can't undo it. I try to
Well,
get rid of it.
your background color.
Yeah,
So
that background color, that blue and this
let
green down here.
okay, let's go into enable visual builder and go ahead and scroll down to that
Oh, there
area.
we go. Hey, hey.
Hey, DJ Marcus.
Hey
And
everybody.
then yeah,
What's
stop
up,
right there
Marcus?
and then hover over and then click the gear wheel on this blue area up here at the top, this blue gear wheel. Yeah, that one. and then background. Now you've got, first of all, let's delete this color that you've got right here. So go ahead and delete that. Let's get that out the way.
Okay.
And then come over here to your gradient. Now scroll down a little bit to just bring it into view more. Now, first of all, you can just delete this gradient if you want, but if you drag these dials, like go ahead and just drag
Right.
this one,
Yeah. And it
then you
yeah, it
start to
brings it
bring it,
up. Right.
yeah. And then you can change the colors by actually clicking on them, and then you can change the colors.
Clicking
And
on
then,
them
but if
how?
you, well, if you click, just click that that you're hovered on now. If you just
Oh,
click it, yeah, there you go. And
good
then
day in
you
the
can
morning.
change the color.
Nice.
Okay.
And
So
so, and then you've also got other controls for it.
if I want
Like
to
you
add
can change the
curves.
direction and
Oh,
everything.
D.
But
Will it curves. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so that's like changing the top. So that green at the bottom.
Yeah, and then so you would go ahead and then save that one and then do the same thing with the other side
Oh,
and
like
select it. But then also when you, if you go ahead and hit this, um, go ahead and hit
hit.
this check mark right here.
Okay.
Well, oh sorry. Go ahead and edit this again. You was already. When you click it, background gradient. So first of all, before you click it, just scroll down. Right here where it says gradient stops.
Right.
Now scroll down some more. Like keep scrolling. Right there we go. Stop right there. So
Oh,
this
okay.
gradient type, so you got linear, you got the
Mm-hmm.
gradient direction, but hit this
Mm-hmm.
drop down for where linear and hit the just right here. Yep. Go ahead and click that. And then yeah, circular, elliptical. So you can
Okay.
change. So all of these
Okay.
allow you to configure
Mm-hmm.
the gradient. So you can
Mm-hmm.
change the
Mm,
colors, the direction,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff.
Okay. All right.
Got
Cool.
it.
This
Oh,
is
so
the other side. Like this is
and then
that
the other
that
side, yeah, then click
yeah.
there.
You would click it and then and you can see like as you drag it how it's affecting here, and if you change any of these you can see how it affects it there
Mm-hmm.
as well. But if you don't want the gradient anymore, then you can scroll up
See if I
and,
want to
and you
delete
can
that.
just click the trash can on it and it'll just delete the gradient altogether, and then you can use an image or a solid color or something like that.
And why isn't it changing the color?
Well, because you haven't changed anything yet. So go ahead and scroll up a little bit right here so that you can see the whole gradient area. Yeah,
Uh,
there's like stop right there
oh.
now. There, yeah. So you've got everything in view. Now click it.
Mm-hmm.
Now when you select one, so go ahead and then like pick a color.
There we are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Cool beans. All right.
Now, do you want a gradient or do you want to remove the gradient? Now that you've seen the other
Uh,
controls for it.
yeah. Show me how to remove. So just removing it, just deleting it, right? So just say if
Right.
I
Yeah. So if
say
you,
save it.
well, no, if you wanted to delete it, you can. So go ahead and just click like uh like click off and then click back on, because right now you're on that color selected view. So just click one of these other tabs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just click a different tab and now go back
Mm-hmm.
to it. So now if you click it, if you click this, hover over, you see how you got the trash can right here?
No,
No, yeah,
Oh,
if
I
you
don't see this.
it,
I don't see the trash can.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
just click it. Just yeah, there
Oh,
it
Okay,
now
is.
it
there it
popped
go.
Yeah.
up. There it
Okay,
goes.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, there. And
Mm.
Okay.
now it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then if you wanted to add it back, then you can add it back. And the same thing is
Okay.
true with all of these. See, each one of these, but
Mm-hmm.
these tabs, this first tab is the solid color.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
This tab, as you just learned, is a gradient, of course. Well, not that you just learned, but that you just
Mm-hmm.
was messing with. This one is
Mm-hmm.
an image. So if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to use an image as a background,
Right.
this
Okay.
one is a video. If you wanted to use a video as a background, this
Mm-hmm.
will play the video. Um, and loop it in the background, and it
Mhm.
will not have any sound. Okay.
Okay,
Ah,
cool. That's what I need.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay.
So hover over this one. What is this one? Yeah, background pattern. And then this one right here. What is this one? Background mask. Yeah. So those are. I never use those, but you can play around with them.
Okay.
But yeah. So each one, when you click it, they come with like below it will have its own set of
Mhm.
Rules or
configuration
whatever.
options. Yeah, little
Right.
controllers. Yeah.
Cool beans. Okay.
hmm
Awesome sauce.
Now, one thing that you go ahead and so now that you have this, let's do something
The text.
to the text. Yeah, go ahead and save this.
Mhm.
So in a situation like this, let's imagine you wanted to make this text a little easier on the eyes by adding like a
Mhm.
background behind it or something, right? I mean,
Right.
first of all, you could change the text color, but
Mhm.
if go ahead and hover your cursor over this area.
Like
Let's see.
what?
This is a
Oh.
module.
Mhm.
Well, you've clicked. No. Don't click any of those buttons. Just click off. Click off somewhere so that yeah. And there we go. So now this is a row. No,
Mhm.
just put your cursor over here, but don't click. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you've still got something. You've still got a text activated in there. So click off in the white area. I can tell because your cursor turns into that.
Area.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now let's apply a background, a solid background color to this, but let's make it transparent so
Mm.
that you can see through it a little bit. Like let's imagine that we wanted to do that. So go ahead and hit the row settings, and then add a background on this column down here. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just add a color, like make it white. And this isn't going to look good because that should be an
Mhm.
image to really show this, but let's make it
Mhm.
white. So now if you click this gear wheel, what I actually want to show in this demonstration is how you can adjust the transparency with this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grab this and drag it down, it will begin to allow the background to show through. So that's really
Yeah.
useful for when you've got like a background image and you need to kind of help bring the text out from the image a little bit. You
Mhm.
can doing it that way. And then of course you would add a padding on here so that the
Mhm.
words can get away from the sides like that.
Mhm.
But um yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Okay. And then this one does work. Okay. That's all right.
Or it
Yeah,
changes
that
the color.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, you're changing the like the tone
Mm.
of the color palette with
mhm.
that one.
Nice. Cool
Mhm.
beans. Okay.
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 So what about anyone else? Well, how's everyone else's sites going? Cyber Shay, you had your hand up.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. How's your site coming along, DJ Marcus?
Like dog doo doo. I just haven't. No, I'm just being honest. No, it's not that. It's just that I just have so many other projects going on. It's farther behind. Like I
Yeah,
have it all mapped up. I just have to literally start doing it.
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
understood, understood. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, shoot.
Let me go back. So another thing I can show you all. Um, so we'll just cover something new.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So are you seeing my screen?
No.
Not yet.
Hold
No,
on.
it was just a blank
It said
white
you stop.
screen.
No.
Yeah, what
No,
is
it's a
it
white
doing?
screen. White screen.
Mm.
Yeah, this is so strange. It's not. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on. Why it's not. It might be. I'm disconnecting it and reconnecting it. Okay, how about now?
Nope. White.
You,
Okay, now, yes, we can see it
you
now.
see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So let's imagine that you have a portion of your page that you want to reuse on other pages, and things like that. You
Mm-hmm.
can save anything to your library. You can save rows, columns, sections, modules, everything. So, for example, this right here is a module, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Let's imagine I wanted to save it to to be able to use it on other pages. I can click this little save module to library button, and
Mm-hmm.
it exists on every level. So if you
Mm-hmm.
see the row, if you wanted to save this row to the library, or if you want to save this section to the
Mm-hmm.
library, each everything has it. Okay.
Nice.
So with that, if you go ahead and click that, you can give it a name. So I'll just name this, let's say, sample grid. All right. Now, if you save it as global, what will happen is if you make a change to one, it will bring that change across all instances that you use it. If you do not save it as global, then each time you use it somewhere else, it will act as its own
Mm-hmm.
standalone entity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I'm going to save it as global because this looks like something that I would want to stay consistent. So if that means that, let's imagine I notice that there's a spelling mistake. If I go and change one, every place that I'm using it will have the update applied. So I'll go ahead and save to library. It's named sample grid. This is a module. And then I'll go ahead and save this page, exit the builder. And now let's create a new page.
Well, I have a quick question.
Sure.
If you have a module that you have made global and you have it in multiple pages throughout your or multiple places throughout your web page,
Hmm.
can you go to one of them, like say third one down, and turn it off global, or is it always going to be global?
Yeah, you can. So what you can do is you can duplicate it. Yeah, you
That
could.
was what I was going to ask you
Yeah,
next,
you
right? Just
can.
duplicate
Yeah,
it
and
and
then
just
that
make it
would. Yeah,
local.
you would.
Okay.
Yeah, you it just duplicate it and then delete the one that's
The
global,
global one.
and then
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
you would just use that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no worries. Okay, so here we are. We'll build from scratch. Set us a row, and now notice that anytime you want to insert a module, you always have the option to add a new module from the collection of the grid of modules, but you can also add from library. And so since we saved a module, we've got this module option. But if I wanted to, let's say that I selected to add a new section, I still have the same option to add new section or add from
Mm-hmm.
library. But notice if I select add from library, I do not have those results available because it's important that you can only use it based on the same type that you saved. So if you saved it as a module, you have to use it as a module. You can't go back and use it as a row, for example. So in this case, we'll add from the library, pull it from the grid from it right here, and it loads, and voila, there we have it. So now we have that module right here, and if I make a change to anything, let's say I come in and just change instead of this saying title one, I'll say WordPress and Workrooms, right? There we go. So now when I save this and go back to the home page, you see it said it there, WordPress and Workrooms. So
Mhm.
the change was brought over. So that's how that works. Now another thing that you can do is you have a library right here, and you can either save layouts in it, you can import layouts into it. So right here, this is that sample grid that I saved. We can edit it from right here, and it would also edit it for every place that it's being used. But inside of this library, you can also just create little sections or modules or whatever, whatever type that you want, you can create them, and then when you're building your pages, just pull them in like that. Another thing is that you can use third-party sources like Divi Express. I like to use Divi Express,
Mhm.
Divi.express, and this is a resource for getting templates and all sorts of things. But I like their little sections that they have. So I've been a member of them for years. But you can come in and you can grab little sections. So if I needed a logo showcase or something like that, you could come here and you can pick which
Oh, wow.
layout you want. And if I wanted that, for example, then I would just have to add number 46, and so I can import that into the library right here by just clicking add new. Like they give you a JSON file that you can download. Then you come over here and you upload it, and then you can go and use it in your pages.
Mm.
So that's how. And there's a lot of sources out there like this, but with Divi Express, they've got lots of like page layouts, and if you ever and that's another thing, like I have a membership, I can download anything here. If you ever come to Divi Express and you want something from here, you just tell me, and you could
Mhm.
come by, you could say, hey Rich, send me wedding planner for 904. And what
Mm.
I'll do is I'll log in, right? And then we'll go to, if we go to layouts, and what was it, 904, something like that.
Yes.
Wedding planner 4, here it is, right? That's what it was, right? Let's see.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure. So yeah, here we go right here. So and then if you click it, you can see what it looks like, but this is wedding planner 4. So we would come here and grab wedding planner 4, just click it, then I'll download the zip.
Now that's a whole template that you can use, right? What you just did.
Yes, it is. It is
That's
a
a whole
whole template.
template.
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to come here under this page that we just made, build it on the front end.
And that's
And
Divi
so,
Express, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Divi,
Mhm.
and
Okay, cool.
yep. And notice that, so I downloaded a zip file, but inside of this zip file is the JSON file that I took out of here. So I just took this wedding dash planner dash 4 dot JSON file, brought it out of the zip, because what I'm going to do is click this. Well, actually, what- why is this on the page, or I think I was, yeah, I was just on that. I was just on. I need to go to the full page. So it's this test page right here, right? Anyway, here we go. So here, if you click this little import export button right here,
Mm,
and then go to import,
import.
and we'll just choose file. I'll bring in this wedding planner dash 4.json. I'm going to replace existing content, import.
Okay.
Now, in this case, since I'm importing a full layout, I bring it in on the page. But if I would have wanted to bring in like just this little like logo
Hmm.
display module right here, then I would bring it in through the library. But that's all you have to do, and then I'll just save it so that I can exit the visual builder, and voila.
It's beautiful.
hmm
It's pretty clean.
It is. It's very clean. And then, once you've imported this, then you just go through and change things as you want. So you just hover over. If you want to change this, here's the words right here. Now, I recommend that, and here's the thing, I have a lot of habits that are probably, for some people, maybe they seem unnecessary, but even though you can technically highlight this and change these words right here, you can say, this is a change. In my opinion, it's a bad habit to do that because every now and then, it will you may accidentally hit a key or something like that and make and break like one of the HTML tags or break something of the
Oh.
HTML tag. So most of the time when it comes to me, what I like to do is I like to actually change it from the text. That way I know that I'm staying within the tags and keeping the formatting. Because if you were to like disturb this style right here,
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
you would change it a little bit. You see?
Mhm.
Like just by deleting that. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
sometimes when you make changes, like watch this. If I was to, let's say I'm gonna just click off. Let's say I click right here. You see, you can do
Mhm.
things that get stuff out of whack
Yeah.
by doing it that way. So that's why, but you don't have to. You can be careful and you can make changes from in like that. But basically you can go through the layouts after you import them and you can change everything. And most of the time when it comes to the Divi Express layouts, they are a lot easier to change than some of the ones for that come packed inside a Divi that you can import, just because like them being a third party, they just kind of focus on certain things usability related, that like just so that you will decide to use them maybe. But you'll find that like they will often have much fewer challenges when it comes to figuring out how to change stuff
Mhm.
when you get them from over here. So if you ever find anything over here you want, you just let me know and then I'll send it to you. Just tell me the number. Let me show you an example of using one of these sections. So let's imagine you need a pricing table. You need a really cool pricing table. Come here, you like this one. What we can do is, like, so this one is 1312. So we can come here.
Mhm.
So we needed 1312. So you see how we've got
Oh
all these different
yeah.
sections right there, right? So I'm gonna take 1312. I'm just gonna drag this out. So now we have it right here. So now this time I'll exit the visual builder. Let's come to the dashboard, hover over Divi, go to the library again, hit import and export, and we're going to import that
That pricing.
1312.json, import. So then once that imports, you'll have it here in the library. So there it is. And you can rename it if you want it. Like you don't have to keep it that. I can say, you know, so that way it's easier to recognize. And now if we go to the front end, enable visual builder. And if I want to add a pricing table down here, let's add a section from the library.
Mm-hmm.
You see it's named pricing table.
Mm-hmm.
Use this section. And here we have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go in and make changes to everything.
And then you can also add a link to it at the top in your menu. Too.
That is correct. Yes. So we can always um, add links to any sections or modules or anything um, using that technique that we covered last weekend with the hashtag and the ID. Yeah.
Can you go
Yeah.
back to the wedding planning screen that you had up?
Sure.
Mm.
I'm going to add this page to the menu so that we can get to it easier next time.
Okay, so my question is, you see how that layout is where it has what were you changing? You said this is a change.
Hmm.
Is that picture well, can you highlight over the picture of the three ladies? I just want to see how are you able to layer the
Hmm.
pictures and stuff like that. Like if you were doing it from scratch, how are you able to do the different layers? Because you see how that like the words are at the front. So when you click on the picture of the ladies, um you can see that the wording is coming forward.
Sure.
So yeah, how
Okay.
do you do layering?
Well, okay, so you can do that a couple of different ways, but in this case, what they're doing is so let's see.
Because it looks like it's all one section, but is it?
Well, it is all one section, yes. So this is all one row.
Mm-hmm.
This is all one section. It's just a regular section. Inside of this row, like if we were to go to the wireframe, you can see that this
Mm.
is so it's got responsive settings right here. So it's got a code module right here that has some CSS that's giving it a breakpoint. So this is um making it making it respond to a device screen size. You've
Mm-hmm.
got this image right here.
Yep.
This image, let's see if it's got any custom CSS. No custom CSS, but let's see what the alignment. So this is right aligned. So if
Mm-hmm.
we go back and look at that, this image right here is this one. Let's see which image this is. This is these ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's right aligned, but let's take a look at this text. This text,
I guess a better question would be, how
It's
would you,
left
if you were
aligned.
doing that from, how would you do that if you were doing it from scratch? You weren't using a template at all.
Well, yeah. So when an easy way to, so the way that they did it, they've got this image right here, this left align, this right align. But another way that you could do this is you could do it with a background image. You could make a two, if all you wanted was for this to be like over this a little bit, like you
Mm-hmm.
can have
Yeah.
a background image that is laying to the right here. Let me just show it instead of describing it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a regular.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some things that are going to be different with this, though, just to point out is, see, this is sitting on top using CSS. Let me see how they did it.
It almost looks like you're able to manipulate
They
it based on which one you're clicking on at that time. Because when you click on the picture comes forward. So does that answer the question?
no, no. So, well, in in a way, I mean, that's how it's being like highlighted when I hover over it, is bringing it
Mm-hmm.
forward because it's being like active and ready for edits. So
Mm-hmm.
it's bringing attention to it. But in terms of how it's actually sitting like that on the page, it's being done using CSS. And without knowing CSS, it's difficult for me to explain how to
Mm-hmm.
do that. Like there's certain things you have to do with CSS, but what I can show you is how they've done it, like how they went about doing it. So, for example, right here with this text,
Mm-hmm.
we've got this class, this CSS class, web planner for like H1, right? So I'm going to copy that and let's just exit Visual Builder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. Let me just see where we can find it at. So I'm going to inspect this element. Yeah, and it's that right there. But let's see, font size. So see right here, it's affecting the font size right there, but it's sitting on top.
Mm-hmm.
Is this is where it's being aligned left, align left. This is that picture that's sitting on
Yep.
top. Let me just see real quick.
See,
This
so
one,
that picture seems like you have to have more of a background on how to, and I don't want to say coding, I might be using the wrong word, but you do,
well,
It also looks like stacking. The way it's stacked, though,
yeah.
is the way the image actually shows. The
Mm-hmm.
right.
image, the image, and the text.
Yes, exactly. But this is happening like this is only one row, and then you've got these like that's right now. What I'm doing is I'm looking for like how they're like how they
How
went
they
about stacking them.
how they
But
went about
as
stacking
a
it.
default, and like as a default, when you're working with the modules and the and the rows in the column, it's in the grid style. But then you can stack things by using CSS
Mm-hmm.
and by bringing things like in a order using like Z index and using backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like specifically how they did this, that's why I'm looking at each one of these modules. First of all, looking to see if there's any custom CSS applied.
Mm-hmm.
So here is one location where you can add custom CSS. Another thing I'm looking at is like, so if you look at the design, you've got alignment, sizing, spacing, and but then also the transform is another way that you can apply layering is with the
Mhm.
transform. But now when it comes to the and it looks like that's how they're doing it right here. But when it comes to the transform setting, so with Divi, like there's like some settings I haven't used. I mean, it's a really robust
Mhm.
theme. So I haven't used the transform, but like we can see here that they're using transform on this one. If we come to this one, yeah, this one's got transform on it. Let me
Mhm.
just look at, and then we'll pull up a YouTube video. See this one, each one has transform. So let's pull up a YouTube video and look at how the Divi transform
Mhm.
operate using transform. You have performance visual adjustment. Yeah, coming scales. Excuse says allow you to create advanced design effects without the need of separate graphic design program. Yeah, so I'll bet you that's how they're layering it is using this
Mhm.
transform. But let's go to,
Okay.
see how they're stacking them like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So okay. Yep. Yep.
That's how they're doing it.
Got it. Got it. Yes. Mhm.
All right. So now we
There
know
you
that it was
go.
used doing transform. So let's try to do one on our own. All right. So let's come, let's start a new, let's just start a new section. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm going to let's just add a couple of images. So we've got that one. And then let me see.
Mhm.
So let's see if we can just put this one on top of that. So let's see.
Oh, would they? Okay, so then there should be an option to be
So,
able to bring
so
it
now we're
forward.
gonna just figure out how to get it on top.
Yeah,
It's around here
yeah,
somewhere.
bring to front.
Yeah.
And then I guess you can move text the same way once you have
Yeah,
the text.
everything has to transform.
Yeah,
Transform
so there needs to be.
origin. It's going back.
What's
Right.
transform show?
Transform show.
Oh,
Where you
skew.
see?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
My
that's
fault. My
stretching
fault.
and skewing it.
My fault.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We just
Let's
need to
see.
figure out
Yeah,
how do
we'll
you bring it forward? How do you
yeah,
bring it
we'll
to the
How to
front?
layer it or
bring
bring
it
that
to the
layer.
Yeah.
front. Find a replay, copy, transform, reset, translate, extend, transfer. Let's see.
You see those on the lower right of that square? The two
Where?
squares on top over to your right and down? No, no, to the right.
The three gray little circles next to
No,
save.
no, no, no. Go down, 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 down to the right, up, 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 right
Isn't
This.
that the
there.
link
Yes.
button?
What is
Isn't
that?
is
Uh oh,
Oh,
okay.
that
That's
just
gonna
allows you
lock.
to.
That's gonna lock it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna
that
mm,
lock
must
Oh,
be
it.
each
something
okay.
axis.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I guess we
about the
got
three circles? See the three circles below that down where the save is? Like the squares on top of each other? They look like layers right there, down, all the way down, right there, down,
Oh,
right.
right here.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good idea. Let's see.
Layers. There
Yeah.
it is.
So let's see which one. Okay, let's see.
Which one is that?
So let's see. Do. It's gonna be
okay.
okay. That's clicking those. Okay. That. There we go.
Image. Bring forward.
Is this image?
Mm,
This one. That's gonna copy it.
yeah. What about the tool, the gear wheel? Does that give you the option of bring forward if you click on the gear wheel?
I think it's gonna be it. This is it right here. Yeah, see, we're
What
already in the
is
transform. Let me
what is
see.
under alignment for that one?
Oh, alignment is gonna be left, right,
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna okay.
center.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be under this transform, but let's see. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just see.
What about okay, no, I'm about to
What were you
say.
gonna
What about
say?
the advanced? Hold up, we got content design, advanced. Mm,
Visibility?
oh, hold
No.
on.
Transition.
Position.
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 Z
Ah.
index. There we go. Yep.
Yep, there we go.
Ah.
Yep.
And
The
then you
Z
can move it
index.
anywhere on
It's
the screen.
yep.
Okay.
So use the transition to position it, and then use the Z index to layer it,
Yep.
and there
Mm.
you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we learned something new
Yep.
today.
Yay.
Yes, we did.
You learn something new
Bless you.
every day that we're
Yeah.
here.
No, right?
Every
Yeah.
day.
Right?
Oh, that's cool. Because it gives you the opportunity to even manipulate, and move things
Mm-hmm.
exactly where you want them and not be stuck in a template or,
Right.
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that works.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
actually
So
looks perfect too because it looks like she's on another side of the room or something, looking at them.
looking at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just her, yeah, her what she's saying, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you do the same exact thing with the text. If you and move the text anywhere up and down.
Right. Yeah. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and add some text. Yep.
Mhm.
And then over here we've got our transform where we can
Mhm.
position it where we want.
Yep.
Then we come here excuse me, position, see index, bring it to the front.
Yep.
And
Okay.
then, yep. Let's go ahead and just so you can see it, change the color, make it big. But there it is.
Mhm. Yep.
Drop shadow. But yeah.
All right. Good to go.
And then under transform, position it wherever you want.
Mm. And you know what, that helps because you remember I had that design and I wanted the words
Yeah.
to be
You
right
wanted the
there.
words, right.
Yeah. So now with
Yep.
this, I can actually move it exactly where I want it to
e-
be.
exactly.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the so today we covered transform, we covered the library.
Mhm.
You've been introduced to another resource for templates. Just let me
Mhm.
know. One more thing that I want to cover before you all leave, and it's something that just came to mind when we came on this page, because we've
Mhm.
been up until now, we've been mainly just kind of like hanging out on the one page. But
Mhm.
now that we've come to another page, notice up here how it's got this index.php in here.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
don't, you can get rid of that real easily if you go into your dashboard, hover over settings, and go to permalinks. And under
Mhm.
permalinks, you want to just select post name, and that's going to basically just clean up your URL so they don't have that index .php in there. So now if I go to test page, you'll see it just says slash test page. It doesn't have
Oh,
that
nice.
index.php in
Okay.
there no more.
Nice.
Yeah. So any page I go to now no longer has that index.php in it.
Well, good to go.
Yeah. And whenever I say this each weekend, but whenever any of you are ready to point your domain name, just ping me. We'll do it like together.
Mhm.
And if any of you are ready, when if any of you are ready to like um set up the website so that it can send out email and stuff like that, just get with me through the
Mhm.
private messenger, and I'll configure each everybody's one at a time. We won't do it in the group. That way
Mhm.
we don't waste the group class doing any configurations like that. But you
Okay.
can ping me anytime, and we'll go ahead and get it squared away.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Awesome.
You
Great.
still there, DJ Marcus? Look like you froze up over there.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that works. Yeah.
Mhm.
After
All
this
right.
week, I'll be able to focus more on this and get the page together, the website together exactly the way I want it.
Okay.
So this is perfect.
And just so that you like, just a reminder during the week before the group, if you have any requests or anything that you want me to have prepared for our session, you can just drop that note inside the group, and then I'll have it ready for us on
Thank you
class.
so much.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks.
All
So,
right.
is there any other questions or anything?
Yeah, I'm freezing up. Yeah, I keep losing signal. I
Mm.
don't know what the world's going on.
I just need to take the time and finish these sites. I'm
Mhm.
excited to work on it. I just need to put the time in.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on with your getting
Hmm.
prepared for shipping out product and all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll we will keep. We'll keep working on it. Eventually, you'll have it ready.
Mm-hmm. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I keep freezing up. So
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna
hearing
Well,
jump
I'm
out
going in
too,
and out.
guys.
all right. Well, thank
Okay.
you
Well,
everyone for
thank you,
coming.
thank you,
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
again.
Thank you once
you.
No
again.
All
problem, and
right,
y'all
I
have a
got a
great week. I'll see you
direction to
next
go in
weekend.
Likewise.
now.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
See you
week,
next week,
you.
everybody. Enjoy the
everyone.
No
rest of your
You
night.
problem.
too.
Bye
All
bye.
Bye
righty.
bye.
Bye.